welcome back to Final Fan. I have the feeling someone is staring at me.
There.
You know the feeling?
There.
The feeling when someone is just way too close. Just looks at you. I don't know why I don't see the person, because I forgot my glasses. Regina, have you seen my glasses? Bonk!
And she's gone. It's gone, whatever it was there. It's gone again.
I wonder where she could be.
Distraction. Hide.
Wait, what? You actually hit. Oh, there.
There. Like a major.
Are we going in unsynced or?
Now we do synced. We do, of course, synced. There. Stare.
I don't remember if I ever did this fight synced. Legit, right now, the only thing fights against Leviathan that I remember are legit the farming sessions that I had where I solo killed the thing.
Oh. So yeah.
For one of my guildmates. That's the only memory I have about the Leviathan fight. I know that I didn't make it in the story because I skipped the 100 quests. But else, I have no idea.
There.
What is wrong with me this week? Why am I scared about everything?
We're both a bit brain AFK, okay?
No, legit. I was scared yesterday 7 times at work. 7 times I just fucking during work. It's so incredibly stupid.
Look at my big fireball.
I have cutscene. I don't see.
Yeah, wait.
I can already feel the theme in my ears. I love how the music is just so quiet right now.
I mean, the music is right now just drums, actually.
Yeah, but it's the...
Oh boy, Faker Daker is desynching.
Ja.
Explosion! Oh yeah, I don't worry, no. I'm also dead. Brain AFK.
Yeah. I'm just waiting right now. Come on. Yes! Finally! What?
Damn, don't be surprised.
What? I just. God damn it, Mark!
My name is not Mark.
I wanted to hear some more music! Now I'm sad.
Hello, sad.
Really, I wanted to hear some more music about the Leviathan 3, but nope. It was just drums! The whole fight was just drums!
Also, our mount choice is interesting. The duality of humanity. Weird big serpent. Cheap.
I just clicked random and the serpent happened to appear.
Cheap.
Oh no, es ist Wilhelm Feuerstein!
Oh nein.
Oh yay!
Yabba-dabba-doo. Yabba-dabba DMCA.
Every English viewer that doesn't... I think every English viewer that doesn't know the German version of the cartoon has no idea who that was right now.
Oh yeah, I need to drag us up. We are in the wrong channel. Again.
Oh yeah, could you please do that?
Done.
Really?
Yeah. We're already up.
I have... Why give somebody Discord sounds? We don't need Discord sounds. No Discord sounds for Nu. And then people just suddenly start to talk and I'm scared.
And suddenly her dick fell off.
Know the urgent of our business. I thought it would be best to refrain from making conversation during the past few visits, but today I will permit myself a few words. I feel truly privileged to have had the honor of meeting a hero such as you. You are an inspiration to us all, madam. On that note, the Admiral awaits you in the courtroom. Wink. Hi, Tondred.
I'm not a shutting, I'm a fucking. I am the dark abyss of darkness with darkness and reincarnated.
And swallow all it would have had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in the fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far West. It may seem outlandish to the enemies in the play, but should any of your people be able to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and my own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I do. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Agreed.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Istola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade yesterday.
Penthelia, please!
Oh.
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Tomb. Morderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Yashtona. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Okay, now after this cutscene, I must say, in hindsight, hindsight? Foresight? I'm... For me it's hindsight, but story-wise it would be foresight. About what's to come. That cutscene is quite interesting. And hey Ostrich, how are ya?
Okay, time to throw in my question of the day. Or should I wait?
Wait. The Admiral has offered me to inform me of the arrangement. I have my keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Yugiri. To the south stands the lake gate appear smaller fishing vessels. Look for Incarcerable Hero man there and present the letter in. He serves as gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I'm obliged to write you that the members of the fraternity, to which you would be so in the truth to the shadows of the immense society, they valued independence more highly than pirates, and are united by a bond stronger than mithril, to which there are inevitably vary of new faces. Though it be depend at the herself, Mere words on the parchment will only get you so far in their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here's the letter. Go and form what place, and shout at aforementioned man, and good luck. Now you can.
Okay. What is the thing you couldn't do with Runa, but you wish you could have? Like, you have some time to think, because I actually have one that a thing I wanted to do with my now ex-girlfriend, but couldn't do. And never could. It can be anything, by the way, like, well, as long as it's in the Twitch terms of service, of course. And if it's not, then you can just DM me. For me, it's actually something simple. Taking a vacation with my girlfriend. Like, alone vacation, like, just her and me. I could never do that. That's my discussion of today.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can
And I
now...
must give a vague answer that is just to be normal.
Really?
What got business with me, adventurer? It's dangerous to go alone. Take this letter. So, you're the form after I remember sent word of. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Tancred too. Been a while since I saw this shit-eating grin. But with all the dual eye ventures about, I expect he's got a handful. Ah, and he must be the father's son that Marib says wants to train with us. Welcome to Limsa, my lady. I am Miguel of Doma. It is an honor to meet your acquaintance. I must confess, when I first learned of the organization, I had certain preconceptions as the nature of your membership. It would seem I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say it at last. Limsa is a city of pirates, to be sure. And the pirates don't give two thoughts about them spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. Might be as my people, and I keep doing the shadows. But then I got nothing to be ashamed of. It's simply better for business that remain unseen. And so I fit a balance fighting needs suited for this purpose, I see. Now that the practitioners of my art too are decent of shadow, distant stuff that our strength lies. There's much we might learn from one another, I think. Then what in seven hells are we waiting for? If you did come to us, you Gary of was it? You can acquire in more private surrounds. Yeah. But didn't come but it didn't come out right. That didn't come out right, did it? Later, yeah, I shall remain with these people for a time, that I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us, Dormans. No words would suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my material knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When the time comes, it would be my honor to welcome you as a student.
Time to become a ninja.
No.
Okay. Do you want to read text before? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Much more has occurred since the first I beheld Eorzea from the Galleon stake. Suffice to say, I did not envisage being invited to play a part in a noble struggle. But forgive me, I have kept you overlong. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. Next, you meet Lady Mephilia. Pray relay her my humble thanks. Would that I could do so in person, but I must needs my fulfillment my promise to the Admiral. This will meet again, Warrior of Light. Now.
Okay, now. Well, mine is the most obvious reason. Like, why would I? Because I never could have I never actually. The only one-time vacation I had with my ex-girlfriend together was. You know how that ended.
Yeah.
Like halfway through. But I'm interested in yours. Like, what do you mean with being normal?
That is a secret.
Can you type it in my DM?
Nope.
Okay. Will you ever tell it to me one day?
Probably not.
Thank you. Now you make me thinking. Now you make me thinking. Good Deutsch.
Huzzah!
That's also true, 100. That's also very true.
When you
again,
actually think about it, it's one of the simplest things that it can be. Especially with the wording that I used. Because neither Runa nor I are normal.
Well, no one is normal. We all weirdos. Let's be weirdos together.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul. But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elizabeth spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder, could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Potimus?
Grave tidings from the Charlian motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Valdesian.
them.
My lady, the Isle of Fowl, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned. It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve. Revolution.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
You know what's funny? You said you don't want to say it, then you give one of the most interesting hints, and thanks it turned out I solved the mystery. But I'm not gonna say it because you probably don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
But
thing is, this is a thing that only persons close to me should know. And since you asked me that in a video that's going on YouTube, I'm not gonna answer truly.
It's okay. I'm just gonna
So I answered in the riddle.
I'm just gonna send you in WhatsApp to see if I'm right.
Yeah. Our friends, the very isle itself, everyone and everything. No, it avails us not to speculate. We will send word if there are any developments. Until such time as it does, we must remain firmly focused on that which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak of a different matter, one closer to home. It conceals the aetheric fluctuation that we had previously attributed to good King Mogulmox 12. That the king is no more is a blessing from which we have you to thank. Yet all is not well nor trustworthy. Our latest readings revealed ongoing aetheric disturbance of considerate magnitude. I aim suggest the presence of a primal. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and would have you... Asilia? I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. What manner of problem? A band of refugees, heading from Ulda, this time are come to Raven's Toll seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them in the same treatment we gave to the Domans. At present, they are at the 7-7, awaiting a formal response. I see. Perhaps this was to be expected. I shall meet them at once. Celia, you know full well that we haven't the resources to accompany many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread. Aurelia, I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. And I agree with your sentence. Let's be
Let's
all
all be
weird and
weird.
happy. Yes, let's all be
Let's
weird
all
and
be-
happy together.
Yeah, fuck being normal. Normal is boring.
I mean, basically this sentence is the foundation of the Chaos Teich. Let's be all weird
mean-
and happy together.
I mean, like, that's like how I live my life, to be honest. Like, fuck be, like, I don't care what type of gender / race / whatever you are. As long I'm respecting everything. Well, as long as it's like,
Except racists. We don't accept racists.
fuck racists. And fuck also Bone Druid.
What?
Though I like his voice actor, his theme, and all, and his character is very interesting, but also fuck him at the same time.
Did I miss something? Who do you mean?
You know exactly who I mean.
No, right now I actually don't.
Mr. Subarashi made an abyss.
Oh,
That's
fuck
not-
him and everything around him.
Yeah, Mr. Probably worse than you know who ruled Germany in World War II.
Yeah. I apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Fanfilia, and I lead the science of the Seventh Dawn. Trophy base, it is you. We're ready and willing to work. Same as the Domans. Just give us a task and we will see it done. Pray, calm yourselves. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know enough for your situation. Beg your pardon, Tencent. I ain't so good with words. We've been living off the scraps of Fulda for years now, trying to piece together our life to replace the one that got took. They say there's work, but there's not for a honest man. Not as wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms anymore. The flames that what they can do for us, of course, but that ain't near enough. It's only getting worse. When the Calamity brought us to your knees, those Swedish bastards in the city didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but I even can see that what is coming. I knew to run. The only question was where. And then it came to me, Ramon's Fall. I mean, you took the foreigner sign, didn't you? So you surely do the same for us. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it is true that we accepted the Dorman's petition for aid, the decision was a product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that it is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity. And so it is with great regret that I must deny your request. But we got nowhere else to go. You're turning our back on us? If I might have a word. Tataru is on a miss? I am telling so well done, my lady. Alfinot has been wounded. What? How? Is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must be provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. Seven hells, no, the blades have no excuse. They round us up and kill everyone who tries to resist. Edison, please, if you want to help us build a new life, then at least help us keep the ones that we've got. My lady? We are not the ones to stand idle by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alfino, and quickly. If he's in danger, or worse, I could have you and none other by his side. Thank you. Pleasure concerned yourself with the matters we were discussing earlier. You and Palapino will see to it. Alfino is being treated in the horror class. Hurry, Aurelia. And there were some legs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be honest. I didn't notice in the beginning, but apparently D&D helps me with voice acting.
Yeah, but yeah, my life goes literal like whatever you are, whatever gender, whatever, I don't know. Whatever, what even, depending even what you love, like, doesn't matter if you're gay, not gay, straight, lesbian, you don't like any gender, you're pansexual, I don't know what all the different, like, I don't even know what all exists.
I'm kind of weirded out by pansexual people. Why did you want to fuck a frying pan?
I'm not, I may not be the smartest sometimes. But I stalk her.
And if someone didn't get it, it was a joke.
But yeah, I'm, as some people would say, hashtag full pride.
Yeah. I agree. Just love everything. Just
I accept
love
the
yourself.
people with,
That is probably the... I mean, if you look at my banner, there's just New Cougar / Nougat America and then just love yourself.
says the
Just
person who does,
do it.
says the person who has troubles loving herself.
Yeah. But still, love yourself.
That same thing goes to you, honey. Also, the thing I told you, message you about in WhatsApp, is it, am I right or am I wrong?
I already said it, you are close, but not completely right.
Ooh, okay.
Since, I gave you a tip, there are 2 petitioners in this one.
Come, you must have gathered
Okay,
by
can
now
you,
that Tataru is given to
in Deutsch bitte?
As you
After the
see,
part, okay?
I am quite well.
Okay.
Ulda, on the other hand, is not.
Good King
As
Mogulmog,
quiet as
good King
anything
Mogulmog,
isolated.
good
Voice
King
cutscene.
Mogulmog. I know, that's why I'm whispering.
You're still louder than the cutscene.
Good King Mogulmog, good King
There is
Mogulmog,
restlessness
good
in the
King.
air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over. Ulda is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ulda, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence.
Before I click order. It is the city of the small people. Small people measure life on hand of coal. And then somebody will say to me that they aren't evil incarnated.
So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alaniga and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the immortal flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. That the immortal flames would choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
Okay, maybe at a point I should kind of say something. I just said something about the greediness of the of all of the Lala files. But most of the times when I finish a mission, I take the gold, which is kinda okay. But for explanation, why I choose the gold. I mostly choose the gold because the gold is not is something that doesn't kill the inventory space that much. As you can see, we didn't do all that much to get stuff, and still the inventory is getting fuller and fuller.
Yeah.
And yeah, so the reason that I don't mash up those two inventories, I just rather take the gold and just take the items when I actually need them. So this is not that I'm greedy about money, it's more I'm thinking about the space that I have. And yes, I could have a retainer, I actually have a retainer, but that retainer just has all the colors that I have and nothing more.
Also, you're now wet.
Why did you wet me?
Roll an insight, because I'm gonna roll a deception to that. What the every time I wanted to roll something good, like...
18, binge.
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
Conrad, thank you for writing it down, because I know there are some people that don't think about that. Especially the thing that I probably should explain the most. I only need... Oh wait, wrong. Correct. I only need one pair of earrings right now. Till level 80 I don't need another earrings. Because this earring, first of all, gives me XP boost. And second of all, is fitting for my class that I play. There's no reason to put anything else on my character.
Yeah, the earrings do match like every class you are playing right now.
Yeah, that is the reason why I don't need other earrings. And since the last 4 quests just gave earrings or so, I'd rather take the money.
Yeah, plus they go up to item level 430s, which is like, yeah, it sets up you for that.
And also this, I won't take any belts because belts will be erased with the next update.
Belts. You know what that means. No more belts to keep our pants tight.
Are you serious?
Luigi, wow, that sounds like fucking Luigi, to be honest, more.
And Shadow also says it wrong!
Okay, how do you spell it?
It's Nuchi. But I also called it immer Nuigi, because it's just easier to speak it. We had the problem in Misao.
Nuchi.
As I told before. No, that's the wrong words. As I told before, it was all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur, given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may have not begun spontaneously. I have piqued your curiosity? Good. Then you will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Robber has to say upon the matter.
You know what the nickname for you is?
What?
Schatzi.
Aww.
Or Nunu.
Oh,
Nunu
no.
or Schatzi.
No. Oh god, please stop the lagging. Stop the lagging. Oh, this is the headband. I just question myself, why does she have a France flag in her hair? Oh god, another one! Why are there so many naked people? This is so cute in made a game, like.
Yeah. That's true.
Hey Ramon, how does your arm feel? Now is not a good time, Aurelia. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Off you not. Back on the feet already? You may credit my swift recovery to your chirurgeons. I mispronounced it with so hard. My memory of the riot is still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation? Not entirely. With security doing so soon enough. But not before unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout the Fanalan. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the Belingaries. But progress is slow. They are damned elusive. I can well imagine, given that the majority of refugees live outside the walls. It stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed. Not with butcher's knife or fish shot, but with material weaponry. I need hardly to add to such equipment as costly. None can deny that tension between the citizenry and refugee population have increased since the Romans were turned away. But would that motivation a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And those who have not even a single kill to spend, who could survive without the aid provided by the mortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to a point. Very well, my point, General, is that powdered keg of discerned was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion and now the order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it's done, any investigation can wait. I have no time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon. A general is no fool. He keeps his own counsel, with good cause. Were he to claim, without the necessary proof, that his riots were investigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shrink responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents to refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities, Aurelia. Therefore, I propose that we conduct our own investigation, independent of our authorities. To that end, we would have you make inquiries at the settlement suspect of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may block at a request for such information, but I've no doubt that you can persuade him with the silver tongue. I, meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? Shall we indeed, Olfino, shall we indeed? But with a double he. We will do this in the next part. Till then, see ya. Hey there, thank you for watching. I hope you liked the chaotic content. If you want to see me live, check the video description, there you'll find the link for Twitch. I hope I see you soon.